I'm John, and tonight I want answers to quick questions. There's no stopping us now because we're live.
I'm AJ Minnick.
I'm John A. Vink.
I'm Keith Stattenfield.
I'm Loretta Beavers.
I'm Jennifer Sim. And those stories tonight on John Wants Answers.
John wants answers. John wants answers. Give John answers. Give John answers. John wants answers. John wants answers. Give John answers now.
Check your calendars. If this is March 13th, 2025, then we're live.
Look, it says March 13th, 2025.
That's the day that
Wow.
we're currently in.
It is.
You remind me of someone famous. Who? Who am I thinking of?
Rick Moranis.
Yes, that's it. That's
Yeah,
it.
people look at me and they say, that's older, less attractive, less talented Rick Moranis is what that is.
My guest tonight needs no introduction.
So I'm not getting one.
Do you know what tomorrow is?
Pi Day.
Pi Day.
Yeah.
Pi Day.
Yeah, those nerds will invent a holiday for anything.
It's a nerd thing. So
It's only a nerd thing in America, though.
because when would they have it in Europe? It'd be
I don't know, but like if you're year, month, day, that doesn't help.
What if you're 1.4? I guess it'd be January 4th. Well, then you got the 3.
That's not pi.
Well, 3.14, but
Yeah, you would
then
need a
it's
3. You need a
14.3. Maybe move the 4 over. Can't be done.
Can't be done.
Europeans
Can't be done.
Pi Day.
Yeah. How do they write dates in Canada?
Same as American.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, not for much longer.
Why?
Well, either we're going to invade you and we're going to take away your ability to write dates.
But it's the same date that you guys use.
Yeah, we're not going to let you keep it. We're not going to let you keep it.
Change it to European version after you
We'll make you use some inferior date writing format, like.
Speaking of Canada, it's Justin Trudeau's last day.
Yeah. Well, no, he's not dying.
Oh, it's the last day of as being prime minister.
Well, this time, but like people have been prime minister multiple times.
They have been. I think his father had a gap in the middle.
Yeah,
Pierre
could be.
Trudeau
Yeah.
was prime minister for a long time.
And
then he wasn't.
Then he wasn't.
for a
Then he
long
was.
time.
Yeah.
No term limits up there.
Yeah. He's taking a break. He's gonna
Might be a long break.
go visit his family in Cuba.
Okay. And you might want to leave the show early tonight because there's a lunar eclipse happening tonight at 8:57 or something.
No, but here it's like at 11:45 at night.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh. Well, in that case, just watch the whole thing.
Yeah.
Watch the whole
Yeah.
show. We have some old business.
Okay.
Remember Jim Short?
Yeah, I do.
That's him right there. That's Jim Short. He's on my show.
Yeah, he was. He was fun.
He has passed away.
Yeah, it's sad.
I think it was stomach cancer or something.
Well,
So I looked him up recently because I haven't heard from Jim Short for a while.
Yeah.
Like, what's Jim Short up to?
yes. And
So I found his Wikipedia page.
not a lot.
And it had a end date, which
Yeah,
was new to
which
me.
is- yeah, it's
And I was
unusual.
like, oh, that was weird.
I mean, do you have a Wikipedia page?
I don't think so. I think this show has a Wikipedia page, but I
I
personally
don't think
do
this
not
show's going to have an end date, though.
No? Why?
I like that official.
You think Wikipedia is going to die before I will?
No, but like, maybe it will. Maybe like if you officially issue a press release, John Wants Answers is over. John has all of the answers. He doesn't need anything more. Then
sounds
we
like-
could put an end date on John Wants Answers.
Yeah, it's not
Yeah.
something I would say. All right, well, tonight's episode is Quick Questions.
I told my dozens of followers that they were viewer mail.
Viewer mail.
I mean, even though they're probably not mail. They're like some of them came in on Twitter
Well,
or Mastodon.
well,
or
quick questions.
Facebook.
These are questions.
They're quick
that are small and
questions.
quick that
Yes.
came in like from the audience, like
Sure, like audience
through the
questions.
webpage, through johnwantsanswers.com. They
Yeah,
could have gone there.
yeah.
They could have gone to our Twitter. They could have emailed me if they know the special email address.
It's not hard to figure out.
It's not, but
No.
I might take a few guesses. So we have all these
Isn't it on the website?
email address, no, but there's a contact page on the website that'll
That's
generate an
so
email
professional.
that gets sent to me
Yeah.
because I don't want anyone just emailing me left
How
and
much
right.
spam do you get from that contact form?
All of it.
Yeah, that's
All the messages from the contact form are spam.
yeah, that's been my observation.
But
with
Facebook,
contact
I get
forms.
some good stuff on Facebook.
Okay.
I get stalkers on Twitter. I have to
Wow.
block them. Yeah. Anyway,
I get nothing
so,
on Twitter because I'm not really on Twitter anymore.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Our first question This is from Barbara Walters.
Barbara Walters.
I don't think it's the same Barbara Walters we're thinking of.
Probably not. No.
I mean-
when did it come in?
This came in like 3 weeks ago.
No,
and
not
she's
the
dead.
same.
She's dead. So
that's
not the
how
same
I
one.
knew. That's
Yeah.
how I knew it was not the same Barbara Walters.
So Barbara Walters asks, "What is a tech bro?
Oh, good Lord.
What is a tech bro? Am I a
mean-
tech bro? I worked in tech,
Not really.
and
I mean,
I'm a bro.
maybe you were a tech bro, but hopefully not.
When would I have been a tech bro?
I mean, your most tech bro-y time probably would have been when you went to Nest before it was acquired by Google.
Okay.
Because it was kind of a weird little startup-y thing, and you were maybe actually accomplishing interesting things, or at least thought you were.
I didn't even think I was.
I mean, tech bros tend to be 20 and 30-something people that are
Okay.
very...
I think I was in my third.
Very-
No, I wasn't in my. I was 40 already when I joined Nest. I was in
Yeah.
my 30s when I worked in.
Very,
OS.
I'm going to say cutting edge. Kind of, a lot of tech bros seem to be kind of self-centered. They think they're the bestie engineer they know, and they're out there fighting the system,
That was me in my 20s.
writing
probably.
the code.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Working hard, working late nights.
Yeah.
And bragging about how late I was working.
yeah, that's a tech
That's
bro
a big
thing.
part one, right?
Yeah.
Big part. Do they have to be rich?
Most of them aren't, so I don't think
Oh.
so. But I mean, they all want to be.
Are they douchebags?
That's a value judgment, but again, some of them are.
If you watch that series, Silicon Valley on HBO,
Yeah, they were almost all tech bros.
they were tech bros? Okay.
Or wannabe tech bros.
When did the tech bro word come out? When did it start becoming popular?
I gotta think, not before early 2000s, and really it's
Right.
taken off in the last 10 years or so.
Yeah. Is it Elon Musk? Is he a tech bro?
He's
He
a
give him all a bad
billionaire.
name?
I mean, he's a...
Yeah. All right, next. Sissy Spacek. Was she an actress?
I think so.
It's probably not the
Wasn't she
same
in that
one.
movie about the coal miners?
The coal miners?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I
Which
think
one
she
was
was.
that? Probably not the same person. Anyways, she asks,
I doubt it.
what is fentanyl?
Oh, fentanyl. Oh, that's coal miners. It might be.
It might
because
be.
A lot of people in Kentucky, fentanyl. Like that's like one of the ground zeros for fentanyl.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I thought they were into meth.
Well, there's a big overlap.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, fentanyl is a synthetic heroin, kind of.
Okay.
Opioid.
Uh-huh.
Company invented it. Did a bunch of studies. Studies said this stuff is terribly, terribly addictive.
Uh-huh.
And so they went out to the doctors and said, you can prescribe this. It's not addictive.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yeah, there was a huge settlement,
All right.
which I think is being clawed back.
So some pharmaceutical company invented fentanyl.
Yeah.
And then
the
did like
Sackler
little.
family, I believe.
Oh.
Yeah. I don't remember
Okay.
what the pharmaceutical company was called.
Then they did an oopsie, and now fentanyl is not. Can it be prescribed still, or is it like
yeah,
off market?
It's totally prescribed.
Oh, can it be prescribed?
Yeah, yeah.
But there's a lot of abuse coming.
A lot of
Yeah,
abuse.
yeah.
It's terribly addictive, and it's terribly potent. So, like, if you're the kind of person that needs to smuggle drugs into another country,
Yeah.
it helps if it's very tiny,
Yes.
because you don't need large trucks to
Because you gotta
smuggle a huge amount
Put
of.
it up your butt, right?
There are lots of ways to do it. I'm not going to suggest on television any particular ways, but I would not recommend the up your butt approach.
Okay. If it breaks and you have full
Like,
fentanyl,
I'm just
you're in
saying,
trouble.
be a mid-50-year-old guys with a briefcase and just walk through customs as if you own the place, and you'd probably be okay.
Okay. I was in Oroville, California. Do you know where that is?
Oroville, there's a dam there,
Damn Oroville.
Oroville Dam. It broke a couple years ago.
Oh.
Yeah,
I went to the part that wasn't broken, I think.
it wasn't flooded.
I went to a casino to see an NXS cover band.
Oh, that's nice.
There's a lady in the audience missing teeth.
Yeah.
Is that a heroin sign, or is that a fentanyl sign, or is that a
Bad oral hygiene sign. I mean,
or is it it's the other thing?
technically, I'm missing a tooth right now because I had it yanked out by an oral surgeon.
But you got a replacement.
No, I will have a replacement.
Oh,
Like, we got to wait.
but you look like you have all.
Well, it's in the back.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah. But I mean, I know, people can have bad teeth.
But meth people, they lose their teeth a lot, don't they?
That's one of the, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I think that might have been her.
You didn't have a long conversation with her?
No. I was in the front row going, woo! And she was kind of behind me going, whoa! Because
Yeah.
it was in excess.
Yeah, that you both could have been on fentanyl then. I mean, that would make a lot of sense. I'm now rethinking everything I know about you, and I'm like slotting it into what drugs was John on when we did that thing?
Will Smith asks, who is that guy in Cocoon?
Brimley? Wilford Brimley?
Wilford Brimley. Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, next.
Surprisingly, like he was young when he was in Cocoon. Like for years after that, there was the is Wilford Brimley still alive?
I thought it was a
There was also
Gabe
the
Vidoga.
Abe Vigoda was another one.
Uh-huh.
But Wilford Brimley was another one that was like, how is he still alive? And the
'Cause
answer is he just looked old when they
played
cast
an
him in the
old
movie.
character, right?
Yeah,
So
he
he
was
was
like
40.
he was like younger than I am now.
Like
when
Estelle
he was
Getty
in Cocoon.
was like in her 60s. Estelle Getty was the youngest Golden Girl, but she played the oldest Golden
I
Girl.
don't think she was the youngest one.
I think she was.
I think she was like within 2 or 3 years of her daughter.
Okay.
But yeah, those actors are crazy. I don't want to tell you about the people who are on 21 Jump Street.
They were all in their 30s and they're playing like high school students,
Yeah,
right?
like 14-year-olds.
Yeah. Okay. We got this here from Wilford Brimley.
Oh,
what a
Wilford
coincidence.
Brimley.
What a coincidence.
It's not the same one.
Probably the same one. Probably
No,
not.
I believe Wilford Brimley has passed away.
He has
It might have been the diabetes.
diabetes. He asks, what age do I have to be before youngsters are expected to give up their seat for me?
Well,
That's something Wilford Brimley would ask. Because
I mean, really, you should never expect it.
I got gray hair. People looking at me would think I'm old.
Well, you are old.
Especially a teenager. He'd see me, he says, I must be ancient.
Yeah.
I should be sitting down on the bus instead of
Teenagers
standing
don't
up.
think that these days.
They don't?
No, not really.
When I was a teenager, I thought
No,
that.
well, it's a different time.
Are you saying
when
that
you were a
kids today
teenager,
have
you had a
no-
future ahead of you.
Yeah.
And if you're a teenager now, you're like, well, maybe I'll make 20 before this world crumbles. So they're like, why should I'm going to sit in the bus. Plus, teenagers don't really take the bus. They've got Uber.
They don't take the bus to school?
I don't think so.
I take the bus to school every day.
Yeah, but these days parents drop them off. Like I
Why
drive
is
by a
that?
school and there's just tons of parents dropping kids off
And no buses.
and few buses.
When I was
Of
younger,
course, I'm in elementary school and I'm not sure they bus to elementary schools.
I walked to school
Yeah.
or I had a bus to school. That was it.
Yeah.
And we had to take buses because our schools are far apart. Because we lived in rural Canada.
When I was in kindergarten, I walked to school
How far?
like 3 blocks.
3 blocks.
Yeah.
That's easy.
But still, I mean,
About
I don't think
10
anyone
blocks.
would let a kindergartner walk to school
Today?
any blocks these days.
Really?
Like you live across the street from the school and you'd be like, I'm going to watch you.
Our parents
Whereas
didn't
one
care.
day my mother had to get in the car and drive around and find me because I started to play in a puddle.
And you got very distracted.
Yeah. And it was 36 degrees outside.
I have a similar story. I was playing in a frozen puddle,
Yes.
known in Canada as ice,
Ice.
and I slipped and I fell on my arm and I broke it.
Ouch.
Unknown to me, but I broke it. So I'm walking home very slowly, crying the whole way.
Yeah.
And my mom finally found me because I was taking so long to get home.
Yeah.
And she picked me up and she brought me to the hospital. And I got
Yeah.
a cast.
Wow.
And the X-ray clinician got mad at me because I wouldn't bend my arm the very painful way from taking an X-ray. I'm like, it hurts. I'll give it hurts. Do it anyways.
Yeah. That socialized medicine is terrible.
They don't do that
I
here.
mean, that would never happen here. You'd sit at home for a couple of weeks hoping it wasn't broken because you couldn't afford to pay for it.
Jay Depp. You think that's Johnny Depp?
I doubt it.
Probably not.
No. It's
He asks, who's that? Who was Miss Manners? Remember Miss
well,
Manners?
she is. I mean, she's not a was.
Well, it was a person who wasn't actually named like Jennifer Manners. It
Well,
was
I agree with that. yes.
Person
No,
who
she,
was playing
she
a
wrote
character.
an advice column.
Yeah.
It was for a magazine, I believe.
Was it?
Good Housekeeping. I don't remember.
Oh,
She wrote a.
Dear Abby, lady, or different?
That wasn't Dear Abby. It wasn't Ann Landers.
Oh.
I mean, they were the advice newspaper advice column sisters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then would have a
Didn't
big
like
feud.
each other.
Yeah, had a big feud.
Yeah.
They should have written to each other saying, "I have a feud with my
I have
sister,
a
who's
feud
a
with my
real
sister
bitch."
who also writes an advice column. Any advice? Question mark. Suck it.
That would have been classic.
I mean, Ms. Manners had a column for many years. I don't believe she does it anymore. I believe the column still exists.
Because kids don't care about manners anymore. That's the thing.
And she would answer questions of etiquette and a lot of other questions. And she was kind of down to earthy.
We got another message here from Veronica Manners. I wonder if that's Miss Manners.
I don't think it is.
Oh, okay. And she asks, why is it considered bad manners for men to wear hats indoors, but not women? I've heard this.
Well, women's hats are often pinned down,
And they're
making them hard to take off.
also elaborate.
And sometimes they're elaborate
Yeah.
and decorative. Whereas I'm a person that's only recently started wearing a hat
I've never seen you
with
do
any.
that.
I said very recently.
I wear a Santa hat. I've seen you do that.
I wear a Santa hat. We went down to San Simeon, and
Mm-hmm.
I bought me one of those little caps you'd see on a chauffeur.
Oh, yeah.
It has like the tiny little front brim that goes to the back.
Right.
And I bought that because as the years go by, I have less and less hair on the back of my head, and I don't want to get sunburned. And the
I
way
think it's
to
the front of your head you have to worry about. Your back looks fine.
well, up here.
Oh,
up here.
oh, I see
up
the
here.
spot.
There's just less and less hair
There's
every
a
year.
big spot I see.
And if
here.
it gets sunburned, it just tingles and hurts. So you put a hat on, keeps your head a little warm.
Mm-hmm.
Like you used to have hair. Like I used to have to go to the barber like every 2 months and say, cut off a lot of hair, because there's too much. And now, every 6 months, I have to go to the barber and say, cut off the hair, because there's too much. And
I
he
go
says,
every-
it's not too much.
It's barely. I go like 4 months, I think. And that's because I'm, at the 4 months, I'm unkempt.
Yeah, it's just, there's
If
just
someone
a
would
little-
see me, they'd tell the police later on, oh, he looked disheveled.
Wow.
Remember?
Yeah.
They
yeah.
go, oh, how did he look in the recent months? Oh, he's
Disheveled.
disheveled.
Yeah, as if he had lost his will to live,
Yeah.
or his comb. One of those two. I mean, even now it looks a little disheveled.
You think so?
How long has it been? 3.5
I-
months?
I don't know. Maybe 3.5 months.
Yeah,
Think
that's
I
what I'm
need a
thinking.
haircut?
Yeah. Do a little something.
All
Maybe
right.
you could get like a splash of color.
It would be, I'd have to start a new life. I have to move away and start a new life.
I don't think so. I think you
Because
could pull it
everyone
off.
would know it's fake. Because everyone knows.
Well, no, not
you
a,
look
not a
like
normal
that.
hair color. Like a little purple stripe. Maybe a little green mohawk of some sort.
Okay. I'll look into it.
I look forward to it.
All right. We got a message from Scott Forrestall.
Wow.
No,
That's
there's a
that's
guy
not
named
him.
Forrestall who ran software at Apple, but it can't
Yeah,
be the same guy.
yeah, he's-
no. He does operas now, or wait, ballets, plays,
Just the
musicals?
one. Just the one musical.
Oh, okay. He asks, how do I share a Wi-Fi password with someone else in my contacts?
Oh,
I've
just
seen
use-
this. So I once went to a hotel.
Yeah.
And it was like a photography group. So we were
Okay.
all going to the hotel.
Yeah.
And I got the Wi-Fi password
Sure,
from the front desk.
as
so
you
I
did.
put it in my phone. I'm on Wi-Fi. Then it says, Bob Johnson.
Would you like to share your
would
the
like to share
Wi-Fi
Wi-Fi
password with Bob Johnson?
And I was like, how the hell did this come up and work? And I said yes, and he was on the internet.
Yeah. It's a feature of AirDrop.
So how does that work? Like, what happens behind the scenes?
Well, mumble Bluetooth beacons.
Okay.
Mumble certificates associated with your Apple ID, which have hashes.
Okay.
And when your phone and Bob's phone were within Bluetooth range, and Bob's phone needed a Wi-Fi password, it could mumble. Here's where it gets a little hazy because it's been a long time since I looked at this. I think it sends out a little ping with
To all Bluetooth
their-
iPhones?
with Bob's phone's certificate hash, and your phone, upon receiving the ping, looks to see if you have a contact in your address book with that same hash. And if you do, then, and here again it gets a little hazy, I think it sets up an infrastructure Wi-Fi between your two devices, and then exchanges Bob would like a password, and your phone gets a dialogue.
I was very shocked when I first saw it the first time.
Yeah, it's kind of cool. Yeah.
It's kind of jarring the first
Yeah.
time. It's cool.
And then it pushes them all through iCloud as well.
Okay.
So like if you put your password in your phone, well, if you put your password in like, well, it works best with two phones because they have to have data service. But your second phone will just magically end up in the Wi-Fi that your first phone is on
Okay.
because it has the authentication credentials, even if you never logged in on that second phone. Every once in a while, you should go in and delete all the Wi-Fi networks of the random hotels you've been at.
I have like hundreds. Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, it's a crazy list.
But it's cool because one time I went back to the same hotel like years and
still
years
worked.
later, and it still
Yeah.
worked. And I was like,
Yeah,
oh, that's
yeah.
cool. All right. A guy named Newt Gingrich.
Oh,
Not the same guy.
It could be.
Now the Speaker of the House.
He's
in the.
What's he doing these days?
Is he still
Nothing.
alive?
He is still alive.
Okay.
His wife is ambassador to Italy.
Oh, that's a good
I think.
deal.
Oh no, that might have been the last administration.
He asks,
Because I think Kellyanne.
Conway?
No,
No.
Guilford. Gavin Newsom's former
Oh.
wife is now, I believe, ambassador to Italy.
Was that former wife? Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, they were married.
Oh.
Now they're not married.
Yeah, they
And
certainly
then
aren't.
she was dating Don Jr. That was a flip.
Is that still going on, or is that
No,
over?
no, that's apparently Don Jr. wanted to date somebody else, so he got his dad to make his girlfriend ambassador to Italy, so she'd have to move to Italy.
Oh.
Might be Greece.
Okay. So Newt Gingrich asks.
Good gig if you can get it.
Yeah.
I'm willing to be an ambassador to a couple countries.
When will a law suffice, and when will a constitution amendment be needed? I think Newt Gingrich should have known this answer.
You should have. Yeah, that's how we know it's not the same one.
Okay. So when do you need a law, and when do you need to amend the Constitution?
Well, the Constitution sets out what is permissible and what is not permissible. And if you want to do something the Constitution says isn't permissible, then you have to amend the Constitution to say, now this is permissible.
When they banned alcohol,
Yes.
was there something in the previous Constitution that said alcohol was allowed?
Well, there's this catch-all Ninth Amendment,
Okay.
which says those powers not enumerated here are reserved to the states and the people. And alcohol had mostly been a state issue. States had alcohol boards that prescribed when you could sell it, under what conditions, et cetera, et cetera. When they passed the original amendment to the federal constitution prohibiting alcohol,
Which one was that?
27,
Okay.
late 20s. Suddenly, it was not legal to sell or manufacture alcohol except under certain very strict requirements. And that was in place for a couple years
And they decided, bad
until
idea.
everyone went, well, that was a bad idea. And then they passed an amendment that said that previous amendment
Never mind.
is rescinded.
Okay. All right, what do you have next year? So Darcy Samulak, that's the name of my grade 10 PE teacher.
Wow, that is her then.
That can't be, it's a guy.
It can be. Well, it can be him then.
Really? Well, okay.
Well, I mean,
Well, let's see here.
how old was Darcy Samulak?
When I was in grade 10, he's probably, 25, I guess. I don't know.
No, yeah, it could still be him.
Could still be him. Could
Like
still
if
be
you'd
alive.
said he was 60,
If he was 60 back then, yeah, he'd
I'd be like,
long
no,
dead.
I don't think it's him.
All right. I am. Okay. What does it mean to like the cut of someone's jib?
You just like their appearance and their attitude. Like,
I remember when Homer Simpson was on a boat,
Yes.
the captain said, I like the cut of your jib
Yeah.
because he's trying to get peas that were rolling off the table,
Yeah.
but he sounded like he wanted peace. But sometimes you need a
Wordplay.
knife. Sometimes you need a knife to get peace, he was saying, because he's using a knife to actually get the peas. So, yeah. But I remember it was a
What
sailing
season
term.
of The Simpsons was that?
I couldn't tell you. Like, between 10 and 15.
Okay. Because, I mean, they were really good for the first couple years. And I have not watched The Simpsons very much at all lately, but it doesn't seem as good.
It's like 30 years
It's a
old
little
now.
repetitive.
How do you know if you haven't seen it?
Well, I occasionally catch it. Just not a regular viewer.
Oh. So it means you like their style. But what does a jib mean anyways?
I think a jib is the thing at the front of the boat that
Yeah. In the cut?
divides the water into two halves as the boat goes through it. But I'm not a nautical guy, so
So you're just making stuff up now.
yeah, that happens a lot.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Peter Navarro. Do you know him?
I do. I met him.
Who is he? Peter Navarro.
He's the economic advisor to the president, and now he's something else to the president. He went to jail for lying to
Oh.
Congress.
How come
He
you
went
know?
to he went to jail for not lying to Congress
Not lying to Congress. Well, that's seems
by
like.
not talking to Congress at all.
Oh, okay. Well, here's a good question he has then. What does it mean to tell tales out of school?
Oh, I have no idea. That's one of them Ivy League things, probably.
Really?
It's just like I think it's gossip. Isn't
I
it
feel like-
gossip.
Maybe it's like you're telling someone something about someone else, and then you weren't sure if that was supposed to be
Gossip?
private.
Sure.
Like you go skinny dipping, every Tuesday at your, at your complex.
Yeah.
Is that something I should not tell everybody else?
Not-
Was I telling tales out of school by saying?
I have no idea. That's it. Yeah.
Well, that's not very useful.
I think it's gossiping. But yeah, it could be more. It could be more specific than that. We could ask ChatGPT.
Well, so could be ChatGPT.
Really?
Guys,
Like I could get my every fourth Thursday back?
maybe. Okay, so Jim Gaffigan, he's a comedian.
He is.
Probably not the same guy.
I doubt it.
He asks, "What are compression socks?
No, they're just socks with elastic that
Are they socks that are just tight?
squeeze your feet.
What did you
They
feet?
squeeze your feet and your ankles.
Why would I want my feet squeezed?
As you get older, and I mean now, as you're old,
As I'm old now.
circulation is not as great.
Uh-huh.
So compression socks will like squeeze your feet.
We have to
Keep
Squeeze it
water
like
from
this?
pooling up.
Or squeeze
No,
it
it's
like
just
this?
a constant squeeze.
Okay.
Like they're not automated. Like there's no motor in the compression socks.
No.
But they keep your feet from swelling up because of gravity and water, which is
Okay.
bad for your feet.
Oh. So I should look into getting some soon?
Yeah, I would. Yeah,
Okay.
ask your barber about them.
My barber?
He
Who I am.
he probably knows. He's probably a feet guy.
We had a message from Sheryl Crow. She's a musician. Remember her?
I do. I
All I
think
want to
it's- I don't
do
think it's the same
is
one.
have some fun. I got a feeling I'm not the only one. Yeah, that was her.
yeah.
She was big in the 90s.
Yeah.
She asks, what does it mean to eat crow? Oh, that's funny coming from Sheryl Crow.
That's probably why she wanted to know. I think it's like eating crow is like admitting you're humiliated or embarrassed. Like, when you've done something embarrassing and then you have to fess
Oh.
up.
Something you do quite a bit.
Yes, all the time.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Story of my life. Especially every fourth Thursday.
That's right. Okay.
Are we
So-
almost at the end?
John Kennedy, probably not the president. He's probably dead.
No, he's dead.
He
no,
says-
he's not. Everyone says he's not.
Oh,
He
really?
faked his death,
Okay.
and he's been controlling the world.
He asks, why is the only known knoll the grassy one in Dallas? So we understand about the grassy knoll. And it's
But it's not
always
the
that one-
only known one. Like there was a knoll in The Hobbit.
What is a knoll anyway?
It's like a low hill with like a very easy hill. Not hill. Not big enough to be a hill.
Uh-huh.
Just kind of like it's like a knoll. Hillet.
A mini hill?
Low rise. You can kind of comfortably walk around it.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. I mean, I bet just some journalist was writing about the JFK assassination.
Uh-huh.
And they're like, where do we think the gunman was?
Mm-hmm.
He was on that hill over there. And his editor went, hill? How high was it?
Uh-huh.
And he's like, it's like 12 feet up.
12 feet.
There's like,
That's
that's
fair.
not a hill, that's a knoll. And then that was just a curious word. And then we were just stuck with grassy knoll for the rest of our lives.
Well, we have so many more of these questions from viewers. I'm sorry we didn't get to the rest of them.
Terribly sorry, people. If you
But,
had sent a question in and it didn't get answered, just
Go to the website. Send
rest
us more.
assured it'll be there.